Hello.
Okay, so he might be a little bit distracting today, guys, but it's better than him crying at the door. So we're just gonna let him chill out with us today. This is Toby, and he's the cutest little pumpkin ever. So guys, thank you all very much for coming back for Warrior Wednesday. I mentioned in yesterday's video that there are a few things I wanted to chat to you about in today's video, and talk to you a little bit about what's been going on with me lately and the fact that I have been a little bit tired and run down, and that, yeah, recovery, regardless of how far into recovery you are, can be challenging at times, and I'm just going through a little bit of a stressful time, but nothing to worry about. There was one comment from a subscriber, a lovely loyal subscriber, who was just a little bit concerned about my apparent weight loss of late, and just was asking if I was okay, and I am definitely okay. The reason I look like drastically thinner in that video is because it's on the MacBook. For those of you who've ever filmed on a MacBook, you'll know that on the photo booth app, or whatever you want to call it, oh, cat hair, when you film and you watch it back, you can see that everything's been squeezed in just a smidge, so that's why I look from one video to the next a lot thinner. In terms of my fitness and my weight loss, that's something I'm absolutely willing to discuss with you guys. I am on a little bit of a fitness kick at the moment. I have a PT who comes to my house. I run, I do weight training, I eat everything that I want to eat. I do not count calories, I do not restrict. I had ice cream 3 times last week, I had pizza on Sunday. Like, there's no reason to be worried about relapsing, or that I'm not eating properly, or that I'm drastically losing weight. It's nothing like that. But I will make a video this Friday about what I've been doing recently, just physically, and my experience with getting fit post eating disorder and through recovery. So please don't worry. I live with my family. I have friends who are very, very aware of my history. So if there was something to be worried about, they would be red flagging me all over the place. And I don't think I would keep that from you guys. I think given the nature of this channel, I wouldn't keep that hidden from you, because that would be irresponsible, if anything, for me to sit here and talk about my experiences through recovery and not talk about relapsing. That would seem a little bit counterintuitive. So the reason why I really wanted you guys to tune in for this Warrior Wednesday is for a good reason. I have mentioned to you that there's been quite a bit of momentum lately with the channel. The fact that I was featured in a BuzzFeed article discussing pro-anorexia and pro-bulimia websites in Australia, that I've heard from people who'd like me to go and speak in schools, that I am collaborating with people. That's some exciting stuff that I can share with you guys soon. I'm meeting with somebody this weekend who I'll be collaborating with. And just the fact that I'm super, super motivated to utilize everything that we do here and turn it into something real in the real world, I guess. I think that what we do here is really important, but it's opened up to me recently that there's this huge vacuum out there and this empty space where there needs to be more advocacy and more action and more movement in terms of really making some solid and important changes in the real world, such as legislation in Australia, the fact that we still are not teaching teenage girls and teenage boys, but particularly teenage girls, about eating disorders, and the level of funding, and these things that just keep popping up and cause me such frustration and such disappointment and such heartache. And I just got to a point where I'm like, I know this is what I'm meant to be doing, and this is something I can contribute to and can help to change. Probably the most motivating thing for me has been that in the last few weeks, I don't know what it is, I've had all these people come to me and say, I love what you're doing. How can I help? Tell me what I can do to help you. How can you utilize me to get your message out there? And I just look at them like, I have no idea. I'm so at the beginning stages of figuring out what my role in all of this is outside of the channel. I've really only been doing this solidly for a year in terms of actually using it as a real channel and not just my therapy diary. Don't get me wrong, these people have come to me with great ideas as well, so that's good, but it got me thinking. I've got this incredible viewership and these amazing people who I speak to every week, which is you guys, who are the ones who know best and better than everyone what needs to change out there, what would be effective, what would be something that you didn't experience in high school? Like, would it be learning about it in health? Would it be getting somebody in to speak about their experience? Would it be workshops? Would it be encouraging you to sort of form a group or a support group? Just things like that. What would have made a difference to you in high school? What would have made a difference to you in terms of your treatment and your access to treatment, and how you were able to access information about getting a diagnosis, about going and getting help, about seeking long-term treatment, about your access to clinics, and whether or not you were put on waiting lists and you're in the public or the private service, and whether or not it was how expensive it was that put you off going and getting help, whatever it might be. That's all the stuff that I really, really want to and need to hear from you guys, because I need to know how bad it is, where the strengths are, where the weaknesses are, where the huge potholes are in the system, and how we can identify what needs to be patched up or created first and foremost entirely to make treatment and preventative programs work, and just to get a lay of the land of where I belong in all of that, and how I can be most effective in spreading awareness and being an advocate and helping to increase and improve funding and awareness. See, I get too excited about this stuff and then I can't breathe or talk properly. I guess I want us to be like a think tank, and to, in some way, have this platform turn into a place where we can brainstorm how we can make it different and how we can make it better, and what we can do as individuals to improve it, because I think that's really empowering. That was so much of what helped me with my recovery, was learning about all of this stuff and taking it away from it just being about my struggle and being like, hang on, I should be pissed off about this. Like, this system is not rigged in my favor, it's rigged against me. And there's something really unfair and wrong about this. And that got me so fired up and gave me so much energy to get better, because it pissed me off. And I think you get a lot of energy from being angry, more so than being depressed and down on yourself. I don't know, I have so many ideas that I'd love to launch a website. I have an idea for something that I've loosely termed the Warrior Network, which is getting people who have recovered or are going through recovery to talk to you guys via this channel, and have maybe like a forum up on the website. I don't know. That's why I want to throw it out to you guys. What would be helpful? What is not out there that should be, that makes it a difference to how you guys feel about being alone in this thing, or being stigmatized, or not taken seriously, or not being able to access treatment? There's nobody who knows better than we do what is lacking. And I'm not even just talking about Australia. Obviously, in terms of lobbying government and, trying to make amendments to the curriculum in schools and that kind of thing, or introducing things to curriculums, that's something I can only do at the moment in Australia. But in terms of our community and having somewhere that is inclusive and makes you feel hopeful, what are some things that aren't out there? What are you searching for? Now I'm just rambling. I can always sense that I'm rambling because there's a voice in my head which just goes, shut up, Mia, you're not making any sense. So this is a totally open discussion. There is no suggestion which is too out there or stupid or it will be judged or anything. I am so, like I said at the beginning of this, and that's the best time because you're so open to everything. Basically this stuff takes a village, and my dad said that the other night because he's a wise guy and not a smart ass, like a genuinely wise man. And he said, is this the kind of thing that's going to take a village? And I was like, yeah, it is. And he was like, so you've got to let go of all idea that you can ever do this by yourself. And I'm a fiercely independent person who sucks at asking for help. So I guess in a nutshell, I'm asking for your help. I'm asking if you want to come along on this ride to figure out what we can do, how we can change things, how we can spread awareness. There's a lot of intelligence and compassion and energy in this subscriber base. You're so unbelievably smart. That's what I'm struck by with every single comment and every insight and things that you say that I've never even considered. And I think we have a duty and an obligation to harness that and use that for something really good. So guys, that's it. That's Warrior Wednesday, and it's a positive one, and I'm feeling much more positive than I have been. Feeling really energized and enthusiastic about everything that's coming up again, and I have so much exciting stuff in the pipeline that I can't wait to share with you guys. And I will be back on Friday with that video about my recent foray into fitness. And I hope that explains why, yes, I have lost weight. I don't really see it as losing weight. I see it as getting fit, because I have not been restricting. I have not been calorie counting. I have not been dieting. I've literally just been finding new ways to enjoy moving my body, like boxing and all that kind of stuff, and loving it. So I'm excited to share that with you as well, but please don't be worried about my health or my recovery or anything like that. Everything is all good. Come and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Come and find me on Instagram and Twitter under What Mia Did Next, and I will see you in a couple of days. Much love and take care. Bye guys.